What's up, everybody? I'm Super Beast GN. Welcome back to the channel. We are playing Mono Red today. I have told you before, I am not a fan of Mono Red because it usually gets soloed by one creature, depending on the creature. It could be Sheldred, it could be Obliterator, it could be Adeline. You know, like I don't know. But it usually gets soloed. You take a bunch, you use a bunch of your resources. You have no cards left in your hand, and then you just get soloed by one creature. Unfortunate. But we're playing a new Mono Red today that can sometimes take care of those big threats. And I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised about this build. In the 1-drop slot, we have Kumano faces Kakkazan, Monastery Swiftspear, Monstrous Rage, which, you know, is like the new big thing for Mono Red, Phoenix Chicks, and Play with Fires. We got 4 of each of those, which is the mandatory 1-drops that you should have in Mono Red. We have the Charming Scoundrels, which can put in... You can either, when it enters the battlefield, discard a card, draw a card, create a treasure token, or create a wicked roll token attached to a target creature. That roll token gives it +1/+1, and each opponent loses 1 life when it goes into the graveyard. So if the creature dies with that on it, your opponent loses 1 life. So it kind of incentivizes your opponent to not kill the creature that it's attached to if they're really low on health. We have 2 Feldons. We have 4 Lightning Strikes, 1 Reckless Stormseeker, because it's not the biggest, like... So we have a lot of 3 drops here, which is a big problem for Mono Red because sometimes we'll have them all in our opening hand. If you have any of these 3 drops or a bunch of like 3 or 4 drops in your opening hand, do not keep. I promise you, you will regret keeping that hand. You want your starting hand to be the normal Kumano into Swiftspear or Swiftspear into Chick, or so like you want your low mana cost creatures and spells in your first opening hand. Now, seeing these later are really good because Reckless Stormseeker, older card. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature gains +1/+0 and gains haste. And if your opponent doesn't play anything, it actually can transform when it turns nighttime and becomes. You can get +2/+0 and trample and haste. So trample is really good because then you get that damage through no matter what. We have 2 Squees because Squee is amazing. We have 2 Twisted Fealties, Twisted McFeelies. This is going to be really good if your opponent does get like that big creature out and they're like, I'm just going to put out 1 Obliterator and now you're not going to ever be able to attack in. Boom, steal it. Now it's yours, at least for the turn. And then you get the Wicked Roll token, and the Wicked Roll token is the one that makes your opponent lose a life. So now if you attack in next turn and it dies, you can either sacrifice it or you can sacrifice it to the Obliterator as one of your sacrifices, which makes it like a lot better. Or they just block it and, you know, they take a damage. And if they're at 1, they're dead, you know, all that kind of stuff. We got Goddric, Cloaked, Reveler. This is probably the best new red card for Mono Red. We have plenty of ways to get 2 things into play. Like, how about on turn 3 when your Kumano versus Kakkazan transforms? It exiles and then comes back onto the battlefield transformed, which is a creature entering the battlefield or a permanent entering the battlefield. And then if you play Goddric that turn, that is the second permanent entering the battlefield. So it celebrate good times, and it becomes a Shivan Dragon. So you get to pair red and +1/+0 later if it happens again. You know, it has to be a dragon though, so you can't do it at its base 3/3. It has to be. You have to have the celebration to do that. So just know that. Witchstalker Frenzy, because it's obviously we're going to be attacking him with a lot of creatures. This is going to cost a lot less. 5 damage. Obviously deals with Sheldred, Adeline. You really don't want to use this on a Phyrexian Obliterator because I tell you, you will regret that. We have 1 Thundering Raiju in here because I feel like sometimes just having the Thundering Raiju can get some much needed damage through. Not to mention with the Kumano, we're going to be putting counters on things. With the roll tokens, Monstrous Rage and the Charming Scoundrel, we will have modified creatures. It's an aura, yeah. So we will have modified creatures. The Twisted McFeely puts in a roll token as well. So there's a lot of things that will trigger Thundering Raiju's ability. However, it is a 4-drop, so I only have 1 of them in here. If our mana base was a little higher, if our mana curve was a little higher, I might put 1 more of these, but I like to keep it 20 lands. 20 lands is a bit much. I would say Mono Red usually 18, but we do have a couple, you know, we do have a bunch of 3-drops in here, so I did opt to go to 20. Not to mention we do have 2 Mishra's Foundries in here because you can actually get a little extra, damage through if you need to. You know, sometimes your opponent forgets about Mishra's Foundry, In my experience, every time Mishra's Foundry will be on the field, they will have a Field of Ruin, so don't get too attached to this card. It will die. But that's it. Let's get into the games and see how it is. But before that, please like, comment, and subscribe, or do one of those three things. It would make me very, very happy, put a big smile on my face. And isn't that nice to know that you put a smile on someone's face? Okay, let's get into the games. Opponent goes first. Of course, the opponent only could go first when I'm playing mono red. Only for me. I'm sure some of you have felt it too. Ooh, I guess I have no choice but to play the Monastery Swiftspear because there's nothing really else I can do. Next turn, we can Charming Scoundrel. Kenra. Let's see. Get rid of that. And then beat him down with a Monstrous Rage. 13. We're doing fast. We're going fast. We're doing fast aggro things. All right, what are you gonna do? Something that just Urbrath's Forge. That ain't it, my guy. Yeah, you might as well, right? This is gonna get out of hand fast, but we gotta finish out the game pretty fast here. 8 life. Too bad Squee is legendary, otherwise we'd have a really good turn 4. But, what can you do? Rampaging Raptor, okay. That's gonna put a little damper unless we draw some kind of removal. We do have removal in here. Let's see. Boom. You know what? Let's draw a card. Okay. Three in the graveyard. Go ahead and attack. They're at 7. Players can't gain life. If he attacks in with the Rampaging Raptor, we just destroy them. Let's see. Another Urbrath's Forge, sure. I say we just attack him with everything. At this point, I think he's in pretty big trouble. That can't block, so I'm okay with that. We're going to be taking a little bit of damage here. Okay. I think I just take it. What you gonna do, brother, when they come for you? When the mono reds come for you. Okay, that's a lot of damage coming at you. I think that's game, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7. So blocks the biggest thing. He still takes, and then he still takes another damage from that. Actually, that's actually the most damage you could take right there. Also, that was the monstrous roll. I thought it was the roll from the Charming Scoundrel. I was mistaken. Sorry about that. I apologize. Another mono red. It's gonna be a mono red day, baby. Let's just do this. Let's have the start that they wanted to have. And then Charming Scoundrel. Do we do Charming Scoundrel? Yeah. Well, no, we can be mana efficient. We can Monastery Swiftspear into Kumano. No, you know what? I want to save that, I think, right? No, they're gonna kill it. Ooh. They're gonna kill this Monastery Swiftspear, right? With like a lightning strike or a... They're gonna counter it. Make disappear. Bro, you're bringing a counter spell to a mono red fight? Alright. We're still in the lead here. We get Squee next turn. Ooh, it's Is It, bro. They got Is It coming at us. Another Monastery, sure. I'm pretty sure we have that one where that makes tokens whenever they play a non-creature spell. And they're damaging themselves to, like, do some of this stuff, so that's actually really good for us. Alright, we're gonna take a... Okay, they're almost out of cards, though. Well, they draw a card here, but still. How much more can they have left? They're gonna be taking a bunch of damage this turn. Boom. Go there. Let's do this. Not quite as much as they gave us, but now... Well, they're still like 1 point behind us, right? If they could do 12 here, Monstrous Rages would be crazy, but I don't know if they're playing that with blue, man. Like, this is... what can you do for 4 mana? I don't know. It's kind of scary. Monastery Swiftspears are like the scariest 1-drop in all of Magic, because like you just never know how bad it's gonna get. They're gonna do something to... Oh, the Song of Totentance. Hey! 4, 5, 6, 7. Huh. And so we just die next turn if we... 10. Do we ambush with the Mishra's Foundry? And hold up these to block? We can't have mono red brain here, guys. We're not allowed to. We can't. Okay, we can block one of the rats with the Mishra's Foundry. If they don't actually play anything else, we can block a Monastery Swiftspear. That is scary, though. They have 2 cards in their hand. We could just be dead here. 5. We're at 5. Ooh, okay. So we're going to have to block the Monastery Swiftspears. I'm hoping they don't give them Trample. Because it's already lethal right here. If they can kill both my things, I think I'm dead. Alright. They're attacking. They're gonna kill it? Are you gonna play with fire it? Well, better the play with fire going to that than my face, but... Okay. Do you have something else? They might have a play with fire. Do you have... Oh, well, that works too, guys. That works too, yep. Aggro versus aggro. Aggro always wins. Opponent goes first. This is bad. They're always going to give you, like, the highest mana value in your hand. We're going to mulligan, and this is way better. What do we want to get rid of here? I think the Stormseeker. If I'm being completely honest here. Most mana, but, like... Okay, you know what? Let's try to get that off the battlefield. Because I think I can race them when it comes to poison. Oh, no I can't. Well, yes I can. Wicked roll token. The wickedly talented roll token. Okay. They're going to be gaining life. That's fine. Because I don't think they're going to be able to outscale us. They have 10. We already done 10 to them. They've done 3 to us, technically. He's going to hold up his Skull Dweller, attack with one of the mites. Okay. I think we just do this. 1 life left, and he dies. There we go. Skrelv's Hive, man. It's a lot of things. I think we can do it. And we're going first. You kidding me? We get the Monastery Swiftspear out first because there's no guarantee we're going to get in unblocked next turn. Although it would be nice to have the Phoenix chick if something was going to die. I don't really like this, so let's be mana efficient. There we go. The unfortunate downside to Mishra's Foundry, you know? Treasure token. Next turn we can Kumano. Well, Kumano. Unless we draw a land, we can Kumano Phoenix chick. I'm smelling a board wipe of some sort. I just don't know why. So I think Kumano is the best bet because they're going to have to answer the board within the next 2 turns, and then once they board wipe, we do get these to come in as a 2/2 with haste. Okay, sure. Ooh, okay. Flap. Auto pay. Flap. You're down to 4. What you got for me? Yeah, buddy. And as always, we get the big ol' guys in our opening hand. We don't want them in our opening hand. We want, with this deck, you want turn 1 creature or Kumano, turn 2 Scoundrel or something, you know. You don't want this. This is much better because... I'm actually going to put a land back. We could Charming Scoundrel. Hex Mage. Okay. Alright, I kind of want this to die first. Because eventually we will be able to get it out of the graveyard. Especially with double Kumano next turn. Nice. Alright, so we got 2 crazy 1-drops coming in on turn 4. We Charming Scoundrel next turn, take advantage of the Lord Skitter's Blessing. Okay. I think I'm going to make the token here just in case we don't draw the land. We have massive, massive damage coming in next turn. This is kind of like a, this is interesting. It's kind of like a Phyrexian Arena. Okay. You gain that life. Live your life. Gain your life. Live your life. Okay. Yeah, let him have it. It has Blast Zone on 1. That's not good for my, my tokes. There it is. I could have done it. I'm auto-paying that. I don't care. Maybe next turn we can do that? Yeah, buddy, we can, because we can get the Scoundrel in, make a treasure token, attack in, and he's losing life. So he has to Blast Zone. 3, though. So it takes up his whole turn. Okay. I think maybe we win? Let's try this. Yeah. That's a win. That's a mega win right there. Because we attack in. Activate the ability. Hit him for 7. And then this kills him, right? Yep. And that's game, baby! We have Kumano. I don't like that we have Mishra's Foundry, but whenever you have a non-basic land, you're usually going to find it on this side of your opening hand. I think we just Charming Scoundrel next turn, be mana efficient about it. Ooh. Yeah, we gotta be mana efficient about it. Three damage to you, sure. Alright, we put down the Mishra's Foundry, we Lightning Strike the creature, we Monastery Swiftspear, we Lightning Strike the creature that they put out. Most likely is going to have 3 toughness. If it has 4 toughness, I'm just going to be sad. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Hey, take action, sure. That gives me more stuff to do. I think we just do this. Hit him for 5. Kami of Transients. Did we win here? Hold on. 8. You know what? YOLO. I'm pretty sure that's a win, right? Pretty sure that's that. Yep, we got him. We have Swiftspear into Charming Scoundrel into Reckless... I mean... This is blue. That might be a problem, though. Mono blue. Maybe it's not mono blue. Maybe they just started with a blue. We're not going to make him discard anything. Damn. Okay. Let's see. Create a treasure token. I think they have fade. I think they might have a fading hope at some point, so. He has to do something. Counter it. Sure. We have 5 mana next turn. Let's do it. He can counter it. Send it back to my hand, sure. So I'm thinking he doesn't... Either he doesn't have another counter or he wants to really protect his, Oh, that's actually awesome because we can Goddric and Monastery Swiftspear next turn. I like that. We Goddric first. They might have another hard counter, sure. You know what? I'm just gonna attack. Yeah, I know he's gonna do that one. 5, sure. Now he puts down the Djinn, and then... Nope. Terror, sure. We trade the Wicked Roll token here. And I believe that's game. Yeah. Whew. I could get scary there for a minute. Opponent goes first. I do not like this, Sam. I like this better. Yes, I do. Get rid of one of the lands. All we really need to do is draw the third land. Certainly. That's gonna be a problem getting through, but I don't think it matters, really. Yeah, it didn't stick there, so I was like, I wasn't hesitant to play the Monstrous Rage. Sometimes you gotta pass through the turns to, ooh. Oof!
No more distractions. Let's make this quick.
Okay.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Okay, so I get +1/+0 and haste. This is scary because at the end of it all, they're just going to play a Sheldred here, which solos us. Okay. Let's activate only as a sorcery. Alright, so there is a stick there. I have to pay red for that. So we lose a lightning strike if they kill our Feldon here. Probably should have just went face. Yeah, probably should have just went face. Immediate regret on that one. I mean, what are you gonna do? Sometimes you make mistakes. And now they're gonna transform, right? Get the last card out of our hand because that makes the most sense. Oh, they could do, yeah, they could do that too. Is that paid? No, it's paid. You should have done that first. Do you have something else? Ah, okay. We can still attack here. They're not going to transform these. There's no reason to. We have nothing in our hand, and they can attack for 2. But I think we're so far ahead at this point. If they attack for 2, we just keep attacking in. They have blockers. Unless they find their Sheldred here, which wouldn't be a surprise to me. Okay. Attack me for 5. Keep a 4 up. I mean... I probably should have attacked with everything there, but they have something sticking, so it didn't matter. We have enough to power up the Foundry Demolition Field. Okay. That's not good for our Foundry. So we power up the Foundry, they kill it with Demolition Field. Or they play something else. Play something else. Play something else. That's actually better. Because now I think we race them, right? Take action. block that, sure. Wow. They just found all of the pylons, really? And turn, now they can demolition field me. What do I find here? Kind of have to keep, I mean, fine, you can do that. 6, sure. Evolve Sleeper. So, I mean, if I do this, they're just going to demolition field me, right? Yeah. I don't think there's any way out of this, to be honest. Take action, sure. We'll take a land out of our deck. Thin our deck out a little bit. We're at 9. Can't block with the Phoenix Chick, so we might as well... Like, they just had Demolition Field, which honestly is worse than Field of Ruin. If you have the choice to play Demolition Field or Field of Ruin, play Field of Ruin, because that's not a May effect. So if your opponent like scries something to the top, you can Field of Ruin them and then make them like shuffle it away, because you have to search for a land. Yeah, I think I'm dead here. Yeah, I'm definitely dead here. All right, cool. We have 2 Swiftspears, Monstrous Rage. We got Feldon. We got a lot of stuff. This is a good start. We're playing also probably against Mono Red, so... it's just a race fest here. That's all. It's whoever can get more damage in faster. It looks like Mono Red. When you have the Mono Red sleeve... It's not Mono Red. Okay. Got 12 on turn 2. Kill their Weaver of Harmony. Tis not a good game, my friend. What do you got? Jukai Naturalist, sure. That's game. Even if you gain the life here. Bro. Even if you gain the life. That's the same thing, but whatever. Yeah, that's it. Fast. Turn 3 kill. Swiftspear, Ronom, whatever. Feldon. Sure. I'll keep it. We're going first. Not the worst thing in the world. They are also in some kind of aggro deck, because usually you don't see people, unless it's a really bad hand, mulligan often. Yeah, exactly. Boom, boom. 2 hitters. I want to be mana efficient there. We can Lightning Strike and Monstrous Rage this turn. They can kill something of mine. Yeah, they're going to kill that. Sure. Okay, that's pretty good. They're going to take 6 off of us. They didn't play another creature. I feel like another creature would have been played had they had another one. We'll get the Mishra's Foundry out next turn because we don't have anything that costs like 4 red mana. Okay. It's close. They could kill this with a Lightning Strike. Ah, the Field of Ruin, man. Every time I have a Mishra's Foundry, they have something to kill it with. Okay, that's one. What you got? Okay. Alright, what do we got? We have our own Goddric. We have a Witchstalker Frenzy. Alright, so what do? They have 7, we have 10. We're going to take 4 this turn. That's at 1. Taking the Goddric. Pass to attackers because he does get 4. Okay. We have this. 4. He's not a dragon yet. Am I missing something? 4, 5, 6. We are 1 off. Alright. He has to find 2 damage here, which is not that hard because he just has to put 2 things in play. Damn. If he doesn't have it, he can't afford to attack. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, 5, and then if he has the thing, if he has the play with fire, it's 7. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, if he has play with fire, I'm just dead anyway, so I think I just take this. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean, either we're dead or we're not. Good game. Should have put it on the Goddric. That was a big misplay by them. Yep. First, okay. Great. We have Monastery Swiftspears, we have Goddrics, we have all sorts of stuff that are just going to make us be the best mono red player in the world. I hate playing mono. I hate playing against mono red. I hate playing mono red because anytime I play, if I play against mono red, they always just have the perfect hand. They go first. If I'm playing mono red, they always just drop a freaking Sheldred on turn 4 or a Phyrexian Obliterator, and it's just over. Sometimes, but that's why we have the fealty in here. The fealty, the Twisted McFeely. Are you gonna kill it? I mean, they have something to play, right? Obviously, yeah. It makes sense. The cut down. We go here, so if they try to cut it down, we respond. We can actually save it in response. They don't have it. I mean, we could do it next turn. Okay. We're gonna create a... I could have done Goddric this turn. I want to do Monstrous Rage, though. This might be a misplay. We could roll token. Seven. So now I have to choose which one to kill. They're both not that big of a threat yet. Sure. Damn it! This is the roll token that will... No, that's trample. Alright, put it on here. They lose a life, because the last one falls off. And then, wow. They have 1 health left. Okay. And then Thundering Raiju will do the rest, I think. Shouldered. Yeah, sure. You're dead. That was fast. That is the deck. I really love the performance of this. This made mono red so much better. Like, some of these cards just made mono red so much more accessible. You You know, we're not. I think we had a Sheldred come out, the big shell come out, and we were completely unfazed by it because we had the damage on the field. We had the damage on the board, so we were able to get in fast enough to beat a 4/4 dragon and a 4/5 Phyrexian, which something that mono red really doesn't do often. There's a lot of ways to deal with stuff, a lot of ways to get damage through. By the time your opponent plays the big things, they probably are in the danger zone. So I really did like this deck. I don't normally like playing mono red for those reasons, you know, for the reasons that like they do get, mono red does get soloed by just one big creature and it's over. But I really did enjoy this. This is really cool. If you're looking to make mono red, make a version like this. I mean, I would say the Witchstalker Frenzy, we didn't really use it. I don't think we used it at all, actually. But I think they didn't give us anyone with like a regular Sheldred to because we had this in our deck. You know how the game works. You know, if you play life gain, you'll never play against mono red. If you play removal, you'll never play against creature. You know, like that kind of thing. But I don't know. Maybe that's just my tinfoil cap talking. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments what you want to see me brew with next. Any other cool new Wilds of Eldraine cards to brew with. And let me know what other formats you want to see me play too. Because I often on Fridays I will play different formats and something fun, something different and not so super competitive. Maybe something more memey. But let me know. And have a great day. Peace out.